Alright, so we're down to the final parts of this kit, and that's mainly the remaining anti-battery guns, or anti-aircraft guns. And I put some glue here for these smaller ones here, so that way they're in, they stay in place. I don't want these things, moving and flying about while during transport. So I put the 2 there, and I put 2 over here. So, and then make sure they're properly aligned. There we go. You see? There are 2 other parts here. One goes here. Actually, you know what? Let me just glue this. Again, these are portions of the ship that I've never seen used during the anime. So, what their purpose is, I can't tell. Can't be weapons. It could be, what do you call it? There's a term for that. Countermeasures. Could be used for countermeasures, but I don't remember seeing countermeasures during this anime series. I'll have to review it again. So these 2 are done. Now, I want to make sure I put a lot here. Actually, you know what? Let me use the thicker one, because this is going to be for the upper deck stabilizers. So I'm going to put a little bit here, a little bit there, and a little bit there. And for those of you who don't know what this is to me is regular cement, which is a little bit thicker than this one. So I'm going to put this one in first. Put that. Put this one here, like so. And then lastly this one, like so. So it looks like that. Nice, right? This completes the main deck and bridge assembly of the Yamato. The last part of this build, I'll have to bring this guy here so you can see this. And there we go. Are the 4 anti-battery guns here. And for this, you know what? I'll still use the extra thick cement. Just gotta make sure it doesn't bleed out all over the place. This one had to sand down pretty good because there were a lot of scar marks and things that would, drive me insane. But I sand it down and it'll be ready for be primed. I think for safety, I'll drop a few here. There we go. Push it in all the way. Actually, there's one other part that I forgot. Back here. The catapults for the fighters. So one goes there. And the other one goes there. There you go. Alright. Let's see what this kit looks like fully assembled. And here it is. The 1/500 scale Space Battleship Yamato. Now fully complete. 1/500 scale. This is a big kit. I was like, whoa. I cannot believe how big it is. Let me explain to you how big this kit really is. I'm gonna measure this with this, and going from one tip to the other up to here. It's literally 26 3/4 of an inch in length. I am really liking this kit. I love this kit. I've always wanted a bigger scale version of the Yamato. Yes, I have the 1/1000 scale, which was great to have, but this one really takes the cake. Now, yeah, I have other things to finish, like the fighters, which I'll do that later on. Because then once I'm done with that, then I move on to painting. Now, before we move on to that, I want to show you things that I got, and I probably people already know this since I posted it on Facebook. I said that I ordered LEDs. It just so happens I got them. This LED turns yellowish orange, you could see. And then this one turns green. Now, before I put these on to show you the effects, let me go back to this part here of the build. So, as you can see, I have the wires already prepared, and I had this in mind, which I thought would be a good idea. It's this little battery pack that I have. And as you can see, these hold 4 AAA batteries. The problem is, though, and I'm not an expert with LEDs, but I'm figuring out each and every way that this is not a good idea, because the one thing I forgot to put on is a resistor. And even though I can go out and buy a resistor, I'm going to not do that. And the reason why is because I have to figure out how many ohms these 1.6 LEDs have and do the conversions. I received an vast amount of detail on how to do this, but I am in no mood to do it. Not yet. That's something for future kits. For now, I am getting myself 2 of these battery packs, but in sets of 2. And then I'm going to link them in a way where they can all connect to one switch, but they're not together. They're not funneling the energy to it. If I can't seem to do that, I'll put 2 switches. No big deal. As long as I can put them in here and I can then close this up and tuck it away where I don't have to worry about it. See? Like that. Now, to show you the effect of this, I'm going to put this on. Now, for those of you who don't know, these are LEDs that I picked up on eBay for roughly, I think it was $3-4 with the shipping, $5 total. There we go. So you put that here. And so you get the effect. There it is. See? Pretty nice. I see the alignment is a little weird, so I may have to fix that. That's easy. Alright. So that takes care of that part. The next part would be the actual bridge. Take this part here. Remove this. Might as well turn this on. Now, we've tested this with a regular LED that I had, and it didn't give me the desired effect. However, when I put this one in, this is what it looks like. See that? That came out great. Even the little back one here is on. So I just put it there. And there you have it. Oh, turn off the other light. There we go. See? Not bad, isn't it? This kit is ready to rock. Alright. Enough said. As you can see here, I've done all I could do, cleaning it, putting it together. I'm going to let some of the parts glue dry. I'm going to remove the LEDs. I'm going to start preparing this for painting. Here we go. So I want to take a moment to show you guys the stuff that I'm going to be, the items I'm going to be putting inside the Space Battleship Yamato 2199 ship. And this is the battery pack that I purchased. This is a 2 AAA battery holder, which each battery holds 1.5 volts each, which when you put it together it's 3 volts. The LEDs I put in is rated at 3 volts, and I wanted to close the loop here so you could see it's on. There we go. The switch that I'm going to be using is this little switch here. Don't know how I got this, but I'm going to try this to show you how this whole thing works. I'm just going to, right now I've already closed the connection. Actually, let me open the connection either way. And then I want to at least get it around. Oops, no, that's actually open. Get it around here. So right now it's off, and if I push it in, it's on. Off, on, off, on. So as you can see here, I have some of the wiring already soldered. Here's the switch. This switch is for the green light that turns on here for the main deck. I mean the observation deck. Well, this switch here controls the light for the wave motion gun. And I have one last part to actually solder, so let me do this firsthand. Hopefully I can do this on the fly. It doesn't mess up. Just got a little bit of flux on the soldering gun. And then we are going to solder a good portion of this here. Come on. Heat up. Here she goes. Alright. That completes that. And just going to turn it on and off here. Yeah, the light turns on and off. Yeah, it's kind of hard not to see that since I have the camera positioned in place, but we'll demonstrate it later on. Okay, so I'm done with the LED lighting. Let's now prepare this kit for painting.